Hi guys, it's Mrs. Williams. Today we're going to talk about writing an effective introduction. So you guys have opinion papers that are coming up around the Titanic, which person is to blame for the Titanic, and you have to write your opinion based off of the research that you found. So the first thing with the effective introduction is you need a hook. A hook is something that you write to grab your reader's attention and make them want to read some more. Next, you have, after the hook, you state your claim. Your claim is basically your opinion or how you feel about the topic. Then you provide reasons, and for this opinion paper, you're going to actually provide 3 reasons. And then you're going to summarize your information, what you've said, into a transitional sentence. Okay? So let's talk about different hook types. There are different types of hooks that you could use. You could state a fact, ask a question, tell a story, or draw a mental picture for your reader. So in the example that I'm going to provide you, I've actually stated a fact and asked a question. So on the topic of whether students should wear uniforms to school, my hook reads as follows. Did you know that students who wear uniforms to school perform higher than students who don't? So I gave them a fact about how students perform higher when they wear uniforms as opposed to those who don't. And I also asked the question. After you've created your hook, then you need to state your claim. So as I said earlier, your claim is your standpoint or the opinion that you have on the topic. Okay? You might use sentence starters like, my opinion is, I think, or I feel. In the example I'm going to provide you, my claim is, I feel students should be required to wear uniforms to school. That's how I feel. That is my standpoint. Therefore, that is my claim. Now I'm going to state 3 reasons to support my opinion. My first reason is that students spend less time preparing for school in the morning. That's one reason why I feel that students should wear uniforms to school. My second reason is that students don't have to compete with each other. That's my second reason why I feel students should wear school uniforms. And my last reason why they should wear school uniforms is that uniforms are cost effective. It costs less money for you to purchase uniforms for the whole year than it does to buy school clothes. So now that I have my 3 reasons, I need to write my conclusion. I'm going to restate my claim and the reasons in other words to end my paragraph. So, when thinking about student uniforms, I feel students should wear uniforms because they are more cost effective. It keeps students from competing with one another, and students use less time in the morning getting dressed. That is my conclusion. So to put it all together, here is my introduction. Did you know that let's start over. Did you know that students who wear uniforms to school perform higher than students who don't? So why don't public schools require uniforms? I feel students should be required to wear uniforms to school. Some of the reasons I feel this way are because students spend less time preparing for school in the morning, they don't compete with each other, and uniforms are more cost effective. When thinking about student uniforms, I feel students should wear uniforms because they are cost effective, it keeps students from competing with one another, and students use less time in the morning getting dressed. Now, we can look at this introduction and tweak it quite a few different ways. You want to make sure that your reasons are in order from least important to most important. So here at the bottom, I would definitely need to change some wording around so that they are listed from least important, using less time, to more important, cost effective. So that's how you write an effective introduction. As we continue on, we'll talk about how the rest of our paper should look as far as our introduction, then stating our claim, giving details and explanation, and so on and so forth until we get to the conclusion of our paper. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me on your Google Drive. Thanks.